Okay, I think I'm live. Am I live now? Can y'all see me? All right, I'm going to assume that y'all can see me. Here it is now, 3 o'clock here in Central Florida, and we are under a tornado watch. It should be ending right as I speak. It's been going on for about an hour and 15 minutes, and I didn't want to put that up there yet, did I? Let me get that off the screen, get me back up here. Okay, yeah, so I believe I'm on. Yes, I'm on. So it's coming down harder here now in Central Florida. The winds have picked up. The rain has picked up. And everything's all hunkered down. The shutdown, they said, don't be on the road, especially now with the tornado warnings. My phone just keeps blowing up over here. There was another one. It's supposed to end at 3 o'clock, and I don't know. There may be another one now. Let me just look here real quick and see. This is one alert after another. Yeah, tornado alert. Just another one. This time it doesn't even give you a time. It's like we're not even going to guess what time it's going to be over. It's been on for about an hour and 15 minutes. It's just a little bit south of us, but heading north right on the main highway. So that's what we're not looking forward to. Now, I just want to show you the change of what's been going on since 12 o'clock. Let me show you what it looked like here at 12 o'clock, okay? I mean, this is what it looked like, y'all. Okay, that's all it was. Wasn't raining, no wind blowing. You can see the level of the water in the ditch. After Helene went through, we had a little bit, but it dried down. The ground was still moist, but there was no water in that ditch until a thunderstorm went by a couple of days ago, filled everything back up. It's going back down again. But now I'll show it to you here again, what it looks like now. Hey, James, how you doing there this afternoon? There's John. Yes, we're trying to stay safe down here, John. We sure are. Yes, sir, we sure are. Elisa, tornado warnings. Yes, and that's what we were just talking about. I just got another one. Just blew my phone up again. Another tornado alert watch. It's rolling up the highway, which is good because it's not hitting the trailer parks and the houses and the businesses. So we're gonna think it's better than what it could be. And Lori says, hi, I was on the phone with Dad in Naples. Yeah. And somebody just alerted me too, Marjorie did, that Carnival Cruise Addicts had been without power down there for a couple of hours. So these bands coming in can knock things out real quick. And they're in an area where storm surge can hit. We talked about that earlier today. The storm surge come in is bad. What does it look like here now? I took this video about a half hour ago, and from the sound of it, it's getting a little bit worse. Let me show you what it looked like at about 2:30. Yeah, I got my video on. I don't think they can hear me talking, can they? With the video on? I doubt it. Okay, can you hear me talking now? I'm talking. It looks like my video is about over anyway here. Yeah, it's coming to the end. Okay, so there you go. That's what it's beginning to look like out here, and it sounds like it's getting a little more louder out there. Probably a tornado about a mile from me. Yeah, it's definitely an hour and 15 minutes ago. It was like 15 miles away. It started out over a lake and then just got up on the highway and headed north. So we're a couple miles off the highway. As long as it stays on the highway, be okay. The thing we got to worry about there is down power lines. Down power lines in wet conditions, not a good thing. Not a good thing. Lots of water. Yeah, did you see that? I decided to not go back out there because I did walk out there to film that. And man, I just got hammered. The wind just blew it right up on me. I said, well, I'm not going to do that. But you can see how much higher the water is coming up in that ditch already. Probably need a canoe to get to the store next time we go. Oh, you can hear me now. I didn't know if you could hear me during the video or not. That's why I wasn't talking. I was going to describe it, and I thought, well, I'll just look silly sitting here talking and nobody can hear me. Yes, we can hear you. Yes. Okay, now I know. Now I know. You know, I can go back and play this and give you a better description of what is going on here. I'll do that real quick here. This is starting off at 12 o'clock again. Okay, can you still hear me now? I'm watching my chat over there to see if you can hear me now. That's what it looked like. As you can see, the roads are relatively dry because it did rain a tiny bit overnight, about 1/4 of an inch is all. But look up here at the sky. That direction right there, that's where the tornadoes is coming from. That direction right there is where they're going to be heading up. And now we're west of the highway and north of the tornado at this point. But see all that junk over there on the ground? Yesterday, it was a lot of junk over there on the ground. And me and Robin from Sea Lake Journeys went over there and picked up a bunch of it and covered a bunch up with bricks because we didn't want it flying over here. You know, the wind's not going to blow our windows out. The wind's going to blow stuff into our windows. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm trying to get you off. Get off of there. Get off of there. Okay, I'm assuming everybody heard that. I'll bring my airboat to you. yeah, airboat would be a good thing right now. Better than a canoe. Much better. Tell Robin I got 4 new jars of tea today. Lori got 4 new jars of tea today. She says, yeah, are you willing to share? She's got plenty of tea, but she's worried about is she going to have hot water? Yeah, is she going to have hot water? All right, I'm glad. Yes, thank you guys for letting me know you can hear that. I'll show you the other one here and talk you through this as well. Okay, obviously this is out in the back of the house, and you can see the wind blowing that bamboo around, and look at the way the rain is coming. It's coming almost sideways because the wind's blowing it so hard. And keep in mind, you got the house blocking it, you got this tree blocking it, but it's blowing towards the bamboo. And yeah, and the pool, of course, I had drained down low on the skimmer as I could get it, and it's already halfway back up it again. So, and keep in mind, it was only 1/4 inch from last night, so we're probably already got an inch or more of rain here today, just in the past hour. Really. Sterno, I know, right? So I decided to look out the front window here, and you see it just pouring off the roof. But look out in the distance. You see the ditch. You'll see the sidewalk, and then grass, and then ditch. And look how full it is before a little tiny patch of grass, and then the road. Yeah, it's filling up fast out there. I got 3 rain gauges, so when it eases up, I'll go out there and check them, and we'll do an update on that some other time, how much rain's coming down. Yeah, it's getting crazy out there, y'all. Getting crazy. Hurricanes, tornadoes, rain, wind blowing around, all kinds of stuff. But that's what we got going on down here in Florida. No generator. No, we've never used a generator. We've always just toughed it out. We've had friends that had generators, and here's the story of generators. What happens sometimes. You got to leave them outside. Don't put it in your garage. You'll get asphyxiated. People have died from running their generators in their garage. Smoke goes up in the house, comes through in the middle of the night, kills them. Other people leave their generator outside, and somebody comes by in the middle of the night and steals them. The other thing is you run out of gas, because how much gas can you hold? I mean, if you got a day's worth of gas, a 24-hour period's worth of gas, that's great. But then you can't go refill them again because there is no gas, or there's no power, even if there is gas. So the generators don't usually work out too well for everybody unless they've got the in-ground home generator system and 500 gallons of propane buried underground and stuff like that. So we're like, yeah, have a generator to have the power for a day, it really isn't worth it. We didn't think. I can send a pair of shoes. Everyone says they are canoes. Yeah, okay, we'll take them, John. We've got floaty things around here, for the pool, so I may have to hang on to them floaty looking things too. There's Elisa. Hey, Elisa. Hey, Lisa, are you staying safe? That's a good question, because Elisa's up there close to Disney. And Disney only closed down like an hour ago. Let's see how fast the weather moves in. I showed you 12 o'clock and I showed you 2:30. The difference is a lot. And from 12 to 1, you just started to notice a little bit. From 1 to 2, whoop, man, it happened fast right there. Some of the time, stay inside, Chad. Yeah. Thanks, Elisa. Yes, Lori. Thanks. The rains are picking up. They are. The rains, the winds, tornadoes, all kinds of stuff. Thanks for that, Bud Files there, Sue and Joe. We appreciate it. And yeah, so I don't really have anything else other than the fact that it has dropped down to a 3. It's category 3 now. And in this case, 3 is better than 4. We're hoping that that cold, dry air keeps pushing down from the north, knock that joker on down to a 2, and then down to a 1 before it gets to landfall, which is going to be sometime in the middle of the night, sometime between 10 and 2. Who can really say for sure? We hope it don't slow down, because if it slows down, it can build up strength. It needs to just keep zipping along, giddy up, come on over there and get across the state. And it's probably going to stay a category 1 across the state, but I'm hoping that cold, dry air is going to knock it down. I am an optimist. I believe it is going to go down. I have no scientific basis for that. Just my optimistic outlook on life. And there's baby Enzo behind me. He too says, hey, we don't need no Hurricane Milton here. We don't need that. Lori says, we've been gray and drizzly since last night. Really saturated here. And that's one of the big problems, Lori. Yeah, the ground gets so saturated, and then you get a little bit of wind, and it just blows things over. Trees, here in Florida, a lot of them got shallow roots. And so the ground gets saturated, and then the wind comes, and goodbye tree. We've lost many trees over the years because of hurricanes. I assume we'll have lots of trees falling over. Yes. Yep. And the last one we had, the big one in 2017, the power went out here, but I was scheduled to go to the hospital for surgery on my leg. I had an infection in it. And they said, hey, come on up. We got generators at the hospital. We're still going to do the surgery. And I'm like, okay. So we giddy up. And on our way there was guys that just was cutting all the trees that had fallen across the highway. I mean, they were literally only a couple miles ahead of us getting trees off of the road as we were heading there. It's like, wow. And so the power stayed out for a whole week down here. But of course, we had power in the hospital while we was there for a week. And I'm not kidding. We walked in the door, and 5 minutes after we walked in the door, the power came on. And it's like, wow, what great timing. So that's the way things can roll. Hey, Oracles, good morning to you. Good morning. The weather outside is frightful. It is really getting ugly out there. The wind's picking up. We have tornado alerts, and the water's rising. And we already got saturated ground. So we're not looking forward to that. All right, guys, that's all the video presentations I had for you today. I wanted to show you the difference between noon and 2:30. What a difference. And I expect by 5 o'clock this afternoon, it's going to be even more bigger different. If it is enough difference to show you, I'll video it and come back around 6 o'clock and show you. If it's more of what we got now, just the same, I won't bother coming back, because I'll be showing you the same thing again. So the thing here is everybody's staying off the roads right now. Everybody's had to evacuate, has got their evacuation done. If you had to go get gas, ice, food, all that, it's done. Stores are closed up. Gas stations are closed up. And so there's nothing going on out there right now. You don't even see the critters. Critters have all hid in the woods. So, and what we got here, cruising for one more, bigger, different. Yeah. If it gets more, bigger, different, something like that, then I'll say, okay, that's worth showing them. I'll catch some video and bring up here and show you. But other than that, I'll wait till tomorrow post hurricane and show you the aftermath, which hopefully there won't be nothing to show there either. Hopefully I'll be like, oh, that ain't nothing. And if we don't see it, we'll assume you lost electric. That's a possibility as well too. Hopefully not though. I'm crossing my fingers, my toes, my eyebrows, everything to not lose no power here. Carnival Cruise Addicts has no power. I just talked to them. I had heard that they were out for a couple of hours. Marjorie kind of gave me a heads up on that. So, you know, they're right there at the ocean front. So those guys along the coast always get hit first and get hit hardest. They just do. Yes, thanks for that, James. We will be safe. That's what we're going to do. Thank you for that. No news is good news. There you go. If you don't see me here again tonight, look for me tomorrow. And I'll just assume either A, the power went out, or B, nothing really to show. Which is either, hopefully it's nothing to show. I'm going to keep an eye and ear on them. Yes, do that, please, Uncle Dave. We all got to keep our eyes and ears on each other as we can. And I've got my Facebook stuff here. I follow what's going on around with people on Facebook as well too. So find us on here, Sea Lake Journeys. Sea Lake Journeys on Facebook. Okay, guys. I appreciate you joining me, and we will see you either later today or tomorrow. Until then, we'll see you around the channel.